Good morning. On behalf of the New South Wales Rugby League, we extend a very warm welcome from the lovely south coast of New South Wales. Oh, hang on. Who's who? Fuck, confusing. Yes, good morning and welcome. It's Shell Harbour. We're live here down at Ron Costello Oval, just sorting out a few technical problems, but it's game on here in the Andrew Johns Cup, our first fixture for today on the New South Wales Rugby League TV. So it's Monaro Colts running from south to north, attacking the line early in their first set of 6 here just after the kick-off there. Your referee is Balin Simon for this fixture, as the Colts go themselves early, close to the line. Little tap through, it's played at there. Ref sees a mistake there. So almost an opportunity there for the Monaro Colts. But referee Simon sees a small error there. So it'll be the ISC Dragons to feed the scrum, about 10 metres out directly in front of their goalposts. We're 30 seconds in. It's a steamy old day, 27 degrees here, and a forecast thunderstorm perhaps, 40% chance, so we might get a little bit of a wet one, a little thundery come through any time from 10 a.m. The Dragons now take it up, has a little bit of a Captain Cook there. Had a little Bo Peep, that champion, but unfortunately he's put it down. So the Colts get another opportunity here as ISC Dragons just make a small error. In a pretty dangerous position in the danger zone there, 20 metres out on the centre. The Colts to feed the scrum. Good crowd here. Monaro Colts from Canberra all the way to the coast is their catchment area. And, of course, the Illawarra Basin is for the ISC Dragons, including places like Thurul, Gerringong. So they're tackled there for the first. Colts on the attack now through their 13. It's Kobe Field, and he's met with some solid defence there by the Dragons. They go right. Bit of a shuffle, but some mistakes early. I don't know if it's just pre-game nerves. The track itself, well, it's a little bit thick, the grass out there. So she might be a little bit slower than normal. We had some good rain, as seen on the news. So that grass has grown in the last couple of days. As Dragons, as they go to short side now. Decoy, nice little run here. This is the fullback. This is Talbot, and Jack Talbot in the space, goes off the right, he heads for the post, but he's wrapped up. He's wrapped up by Kobe Field. They managed to stall the play the ball a bit. They come to the left this time, through their lock forward. That's Axel Anthony, the captain for the Dragons. He takes a settle. Sepulveda at dummy half, shoots it out. They go too wide. Bo Baldock manages to get a little offload there. So the Dragons on the attack. They've got numbers left and right. Monaro off the line there. They go with a simple settle. They're only metres away. 5 metres out, about 15 metres in from the eastern touch side. They come to the right. Little short jab. Looks for the repeat. There's no one there, and that's a try. That's a try there. And referee Balin Simon puts his hand to the spot and blows a whistle as the Dragons celebrate. So the Dragons kick us off with first points here. These teams are evenly matched up, both coming off wins last weekend, quite convincing. So a good game nonetheless. So an opportunity here for the Dragons directly in front through their fullback. It's Jack Talbot. And Talbot converts that quite easily from directly in front. So that's Dragons 6, Monaro 0 in the first 5 minutes here at Ron Costello Oval. In Illawarra, a lovely little part of the world, the village of Shell Harbour, directly on the coast. And a nice kick to restart. It goes straight out. In fact, too much Weet-Bix on that one. And the Monaro Colts probably not too happy with this start. So they need to get themselves back into this game, reset. As the Dragons take it up for their first hit up. They're on the 40. Into Monaro's half. They go left. This is through Skippon. Referee Simon, he's found a little bauble in there. So a let off for Monaro after a kick out on the full. And Dragons not able to capitalise on that. Hey, Monaro now. This time, another handover. So a lot of mistakes early here, but that was an outstanding tackle there by the Dragons. So we're about just over 6 minutes in. The Dragons in front at 6-0 against the Monaro Colts. Dragons feed the scrum. A little bit of a play here from the back of the scrum. They go right. It's a block play there. Out to their fullback, Talbot, and onto the winger. That's Kai Forrester. They go one off the ruck to the left there. Through Hillcoat. Sepulveda at dummy half. Kai Wilson goes left with a cutout. Looks like Ruben Mayers. They got numbers to the left, the Dragons. Through the 5/8. This time Talbot injects. Does a little grubber through. He sees a bit of space. It's eyes up stuff. The winger chases that through, but unfortunately he's been beaten to the touchline. And one of the touchies there, Tyler Hindle or Tyler Dupont, throws his flag up. So it's a tap restart. 10 metres in front, centre field. Monaro to come out of their line now. A nice opportunity there, just a little bit too much on the kick, a little overweighted, found the sideline. So here goes Monaro, one out, and met with some brutal defence here by Illawarra. So they go to the right. Referee Simons, he's saying he's not happy with that. So a little piggyback penalty there. This will help Monaro get out of their danger zone. Make their way up towards the halfway, you would think. So they're not going for the kick. They sort of look like they're going to go for a quick tap through Anderson. Oh, it's some brutal defence early. It's a good talk out there. That's Monaro. Daniel Monaro, the big unit. The artillery from Monaro. Takes a good hit up. As they go second one, centre field. They're just shy of the halfway. They go to the right. Come under with a little inside ball, but some good defence by the Dragons. They're frustrating them early. And Monaro, their execution and their timing, just not 100% on the money right now. They come left. Opportunity again. Turns the winger around. It's a good little sitter, and he manages the fine touch. The Monaro half, that's Troy Cody. Manages to bounce one in the touch. So that'll give Monaro a little bit of a breather. It'll be Dragons' ball. They'll make their way into the centre. Play the ball, restart. Sepulveda in the dummy half. They're looking for a settle. They go two off the ruck. This time through their number 4. This is Zane Timmins, nephew of Sean Timmins. Australian, New South Wales, Illawarra and Dragons player. They come in off from the sideline, play it safe. Runner, one decoy. And a quick hit up now, up to the 40. As they make their way north to south. She's pretty steamy out there, and a forecast thundery a little bit later. They side a kick, they make it, it's a nice deep one, and their fullback's down there. Almost fumbles it. That's Cooper Johnson. He brings it in. And he was a late replacement for Levi Woods. Cooper Johnson comes in at fullback. As Monaro make their way on the second. Up to the 20. Dragons seem to be winning the ruck there in the play of the ball. Just slowing it down enough without giving away any penalties. Allowing their defensive line to reset. As they go to the right, they go the short side. This time they come left. Well, the pass hasn't gone to the target, but it's regathered, gone back. Monaro on the attack. It's fifth and last now. What option they go for? They've got to get metres. Surely they've got to go deep. So they go through their half. Cody goes for a big one. But the fullback, Talbot, he's there waiting for it. And he manages. He's got a step. He's got some pace, and he's seen a little bit of space. He's gone up the high diddle. You can hold the phone, because look out. He's gone straight down his throat, and he's gone straight down the middle, and that's a great try there to the fullback. Jack Talbot, the referee, Balin Simon, blows a whistle to the spot. So it's 10 points to nil, the Dragons, with a kick to come right in front. Well, the kick went up. They had to go for metres, but Talbot, he was waiting for it, and he backed himself straight through. A couple of lazy defenders, step off the left, off the right, and bang. Curtains, you can close them, mate. He shot away and found himself all the way under the dot. So a try there to the Dragons. It's 10 points to nil. About 16 minutes remaining. The trainer out there, a little bit of treatment. Jack Talbot, who scored the try, convert his own try. Club Rugby League is back. Get back to playing unreal footy with real mates, with club, tackle or tag options available. There's an option for everyone. Head to playrugbyleague.com. That's playrugbyleague.com to find your closest club. So Jack Talbot for the Dragons, directly in front, looking to convert his own try. Last year, the Dragons just got over the Colts, 18-12 in the Andrew Johns Cup. Obviously, new ages coming through, new players being developed. And Talbot sends that one deep between the uprights. So referee Simon blows his whistle, so it's 12 points to 0. Dragons over the Monaro Colts with just 15 minutes remaining into the first half. So Hayden Knight to start us off from the Colts. Sends it down. It's almost to the try line. It's gone 40 and a bit on the fly. A little bit of a goosey to start us off from the number 8. That's Ruben Mayers with a nice settle. Some good metres. Gets it to the middle. He's almost up to the 20. Yeah, Simon says you can't stay over him that long. Thank you. There's a penalty. Have a think about it. Yeah, they're really strict. I noticed that last week. Really strict in the play of the ball. They're really giving the advantage to the attacking team in the last couple of games I've caught. So they take the quick tap and try and keep the momentum here, the Dragons. They go the short side, come through their number 11. This is Archie Wheeler. Sepulveda into dummy half. Decoy runner, sends it left. Ruben Mayes again with some good metres. And met solidly too by the Monaro defence. They come left. Slowly edging their way down the field here. They're up to the halfway, about 10 metres in. They go the short side. They see an opportunity there. Little kick through. I think that was Bo Baldock taps it through. Monaro's there to clean it up. So a chance for them now to come deep out of their danger zone. They need to get away from that sideline. They go to the left. Couple of quick settles. The defence reset really well here for the Dragons. So they're getting a little bit more confidence, I think, after 2 tries down. And Monaro just need to keep chipping away here. LAR takes a little hit up. They go to the left. This time through their half. Double shuffle. It's Cody onto one of the forwards there. They go the short side. Troy Cody sees a bit of space. He turns the Forrester around. Plays it safe, runs it in, and wrapped up by the Monaro defence. He's on the 20, about 15 metres inside from the Western touchy. Oh, a little settle there from Sepulveda, but he's met with a solid shoulder. A little welcome to Ron Costello Oval at Shell Harbour. They go the short side again, this time through their 16. That's Jake Cunningham, has a settle. Decoy, 13. Does he run beyond the player? Referee Simons, he doesn't think so. So Axel Etney has a good few metres. He goes Sepulveda again, little dart, a jink and a jank. Manages to get about 3 metres. So it's 5th and last here. What option they go for? Short side, they go through their half. This is Wilson, he goes to the sky. No pressure, goes to the sky, and he's straight under it. That's the fullback, Cooper Johnson. And he comes in well and plays it safe with some good metres. Straight to the middle. So Cooper Johnson to settle it, and Monaro on the attack, coming out of their danger zone. Quick settle. I can't really see anyone lining up saying, give it to me, let me make something happen here. So Monaro slowly working their way up the field, but there's a lazy tackle, and he's managed to break through. I think this is Samuel Green, the number 3. He's got back up, and a lovely ball to the left, and have a look at this. That's Cooper Johnson. Backs up on the inside, and Dragons are on the back foot. They come to the left. They're all offside. The winger, Nye, he shovels it back inside. Can they capitalise on this? Some good metres through a lazy tackle early. This time they go through their 13. A little bit of panic here. They just need to settle it field. It's their 5th and last. What option are they going for? Oh. And Anderson, he decided to go himself there. maybe. I'm not sure if that was the correct option, but they didn't manage to get the repeat set. So good defence there by Field from Monaro. With a couple of quick settles here from the Dragons. So a let-off for the Dragons, and probably the best bit of attack we've seen so far from the Monaro Colts as they get themselves back into this game. You can hear those hits out there. A good crowd here to listen to those. That's Joseph Bailey has a hit up. They go left again. This time, he's had plenty of hit ups too. Axel Anthony, their captain, showing some good leadership. Plenty of hit ups early. They go the short side. This is Talbot, the try scorer, converter. Okay, it goes down. Hayden Nye thinks about it. They turn him around. And he comes up to the 20. Yeah. Conversion, hit save. Hit save. So kick for touch, manages to find some good meters there for Monaro. Gets himself right out of the danger zone here from that penalty kick there. So the Dragons here on the defence as we come up to the halfway. Monaro with another opportunity. Anderson in the dummy half. Quick settle through the 14. That's Byron Cahill. He gets some good meters, gets him on the back foot. Anderson again, 2 to the right. And it's been put down there. Yeah, they're saying knocked off. Referee Simon says it was off a Dragon's hand. So it'll be another opportunity here from the Monaro Colts. Knocked down from the ISC Dragons. As we're 12 points to 0. 8 minutes remaining in the first half. So Monaro to feed the scrum. Got numbers to the left. They go the short side on the right. We've only got one out there. Jet Millard takes a few metres. So can Monaro get themselves back into this game with some points here? They come with a settle. That's Byron Cahill. Kobe Field waiting out there. He's decoyed. This time they swing it. Good ball there to their number 4. It's quick hands all the way to the corner. And their number 5, he manages to go in. So it's Alair 4 onto Hayden Nye, who goes in the corner there and scores himself a try for the Monaro Colts. So it's 12 points to 4. So it's 12 points to 4. Dragons over Monaro. Monaro getting themselves back into this game in the first half. The kick to come. He's right on the far touchline. On the western side. Running south to north. So pardon the score that's showing on your screen right now. We're just trying to adjust that as we go for the kick here. And you know what? He's made that look really easy, but it's just fell short. And Cooper Johnson has a crack. So it's 12 points to 4 after the try there from Hayden Nye. The Dragons not in a real hurry to make their way back for the kickoff here. And she's pretty steamy out there, let me tell you. Good crowd in here today from both the Illawarra and Monaro. Blatchy's Blues tickets are on sale now. Don the famous blue T-shirt and wig and join the most passionate supporter base in sport. You can secure your seat by heading to newsouthwalesrugbyleague.com.au/origin/tickets. That's the Blatchy's Blues tickets on sale now. So Talbot to start us off. That's a nice deep one. A little bit of a tail breeze behind him from the north. A little bit of a shuffle, but manages to regather. It's 12 points to 4. Monaro coming out of their line. Stay to the middle. Good settle there by one of their forwards. Dummy half has a little scoot himself. Doesn't manage to get many metres. It's Kobe Anderson. This time they go right. Another quick settle met with some Dragons defence. Oh, good hands and a quick ball there. Manages to draw in the other player as Monaro again in strife as they go through their centre out there. That's Samuel Green. He's made some good metres each time he's ran it. This time they go high. Through Cody, sends it to the sky. Monaro get it, it's knocked back, play on, it's still the last. Can Monaro, they're trying to keep it alive here. There's no one out, they're unmarked, but it's intercepted on what is probably a little bit of a try saver, because if it got to that winger, it was try time. But well done, Kai Wilson. Kai Wilson managed to get his hands on that ball, and this time he's caught Monaro all in front of the ref. A little bit too keen there. They give away a penalty, that'll get Dragons a little bit of a piggyback out of their in goal. It's 12 points to 4. And we've got just under 4 minutes remaining into the first half. The SLE, Andrew Johns Cup. Talbot finds some metres. He's had a good game to date. Okay, this time through the left. They go through their 11. That's Archie Wheeler. Oh, Simon says, nah, off the spot. They reset. They'll come back and restart. So this time Wheeler takes the settle. So Caden Hooper in at dummy half. Oh, number 15. That's Joseph Bailey. Looked like his eyes were up then, our little Captain Cook. And unfortunately, he's managed to spill the lollies. And Monaro managed to come up with it. So here go Monaro. We're right centre field on to halfway now. They go to the left. Metres and met with some solid defence. That was Ellard. Lockie Ellard from the Monaro Colts. This time a little short, jink and a jank. One of their replacements, it's Patrick Cohen. Doesn't manage to get too far, but he goes past the ruck. They go right again. Another short settle. It's like Byron Carhill, the 14. Oh, a little bit of a chip over the top, but unfortunately the Dragons here to scoop that straight up. So Dragons now in possession. They're on their 20 metre just in from the sideline on the eastern side. It's a quick settle early as they make their way to the middle. They come one off the ruck, off the hip. This time they come to the right again. Forrester has a little bit of a settle. Comes off his wing, gives the forwards a bit of a breather. This time they're going to go for the kick. And they found him napping down the back there. Cooper Johnson, he's been dangerous early. He gets into a bit of space, but he's managed to regather and make his way to the middle now. So Monaro Colts, 20 metres in, 12 points to 4. A minute and a half remaining in the first half. Monaro managed to get themselves back into this game. They're slowly marching their way down. They're up to the 40 centre field. This time to the right. And a quick settle again from the Colts. That was Wolf, Dempsey Wolf. This time they come to the left. Through their 13, Kobe Field. It's been consistent. Come left. Nice little show. Flicks it, dummies it. That was Cody. And he sends it to LA for a little settle. This time they go through the 12, Ellard. Lockie Ellard takes it to the centre. I think the Colts working towards something here. This time they go again. Another quick settle. It's Cahill. He's big and dangerous. Centre field here. They go to the right. Tomlinson, and a tap over there from Cooper Johnson, but doesn't find the target. So it's fifth and last. Who's there for the kick? So that was through the number 6, Cowling. He goes to short side, and you wouldn't believe it. They're there to pick it up, and the Colts have put themselves back into the game with a short little kick down the short side and a regather, and they've scored it right there. What a great little piece of footy that was. Eyes up, saw the opportunity. The winger came up. I think Dragons are expecting it all to come to the centre on the last there. So it's the Dragons 12, the Colts 8. Dragons 12, Colts 8. As they score on the siren. We'll adjust that score on your screen shortly. So a great try there. It was eyes up from the captain, Jamie Cowling, the 5'8". Saw a little opportunity, went the short side, chipped over the top, and a try in the corner there. I didn't get the number. I'm guessing it was the winger. And the Monaro Colts back in this game, a 12-point stay with a kick to come. So 2 tries apiece, conversions being the difference. Of course, the Dragons both tries under the dot early. He's got a nice boot on him. It's gone a little bit to the right there. So Cooper Johnson unable to convert that. So that'll remain at half-time. 12 points to 8. The Dragons over the Colts. As we go into the half-time break, the referee blowing the whistle there, Balin Simon, for the half-time break. So they're going to take a break. She's nice and steamy. There'll be plenty of water, plenty of ice, I hope, and they'll be back out for the second half real soon. And the Andrew Johns Cup is proudly sponsored by SLE. SLE provides services in underwriting, claims, handling, risk management and administration all in one location. Visit sleworldwide.com.au for more information. That's sleworldwide.com.au for more information. And welcome to the second half here at Ron Costello Oval, Illawarra. And referee Simon blows the whistle. She's a deep kick to start us off early. Monaro have a nice settle there through their heavy artillery, number 17. That's Dempsey Wolf. Takes a nice settle. This time they go through Carhill. That's Byron Carhill. He manages to get some metres and stay alive. They make their way to the centre, up towards the 40. This time, the 13, Kobe Field. He's been solid. Okay, now they go to the left. Make their way up to the half. And Monaro on the attack early. They've come out firing, but unfortunately, referee Simon's seen a little bauble in there. And the Colts handing the ball over to the Dragons early in the first set. So Dragons have feed the scrum. They set centre field on the halfway. They go left. They come through their number 4, and that's Timmins. Zane Timmins. This time they go to the right. I see they've got Caden Hooper in a dummy half there for the Dragons. Go right again through their half. Wilson, he offloads, and they make some metres up the middle there. That's Archie Wheeler with a hair bear. As they go through the 16, he does a little step and a jank. And he catches them napping, Monaro, and he gets them on the back foot. And that's a good run here from Cunningham, and he's still getting some extra metres there. So they're right on the attack, about 5 metres out here. This time the half, he punches it through, but doesn't manage to thread the needle. So the Monaro off the foot, regather. They're able to get the pressure off. The Dragons unable to get a repeat set there through Kai Wilson's little tap through, trying to thread the needle. So another penalty there, a little bit of ill discipline, and that's going to give them a piggyback out of there. And I would dare say their coach Shane McCullum for Monaro will be happy with that. So it's a good kick, a little bit of a light wind behind them now, Monaro, as they run from north to south towards the eastern touchline. Tomlinson takes a tap as they go for a settle. That's Dempsey Wolf with the big hit up early. They go to the right. It's Carhill again. Pops an offload, second phase. And that's Kobe Field again. He's had plenty of touches and been involved in this game from the get-go. Cohen in the dummy half. Oh, but this time, the 5'8", he goes himself. Inside ball, and he backs up. That's Cowling on to Johnson. And Cooper Johnson under the dot. So Monaro in early for a try there. And a great try scored. They simply up the hay diddle diddle. Managed to make their way down the centre field. Backed up inside. And Jason Cooper manages to make his way inside. So Monaro in early here in the first few minutes. So now it's all locked up at 12 points all. With a kick directly in front. Monaro. So the Dragons opened the game really good in the first half. A couple of quick tries early, but they just seem to have fallen asleep in the back end of that second half. Monaro got a try right on the bell, put themselves back into this game at 12-8. It was only a couple of conversions in it, but they've scored here early. In the first few minutes, they managed to get themselves all locked up at 12-all with a kick to come. So a try to Cooper Johnson, who's been good. He's actually come in and replaced Levi Woods today. So Levi Woods out, Cooper Johnson in the fullback. I'll tell you what, it'd be hard to say no to the bloke. He's kicking points, he's scoring tries, and there's a conversion there. So Cooper Johnson puts it over. So it's now Monaro, 14. Dragons, 12. Here at Roncastella Oval in the Andrew Johns Cup, round 2. So a good kick to start off early there. It's got a bit of an awkward bounce, but Monaro managed to regather. They managed a little second phase play too, from through the number 17. This Dempsey Wolf, he's a big unit and he's impressed me. He's just doing his job, chipping away, and look what he's managed to do. Monaro got a little bit of a piggyback here, but it's been a steal, a one-on-one. Well, the pressure's off. Oh, they did all that good work early, but unfortunately there's been a handover here and a well-established one-on-one steal from the number 6. That's Bo Baldock. He takes the pressure right off the Dragons. So they come out of dummy half. They go to the right through Cunningham. Monaro in front. Seesawing score. They go to the right this time through their fullback Talbot. He's been great. Plenty of metres, try, couple of goals. They come to the left. And they have a settle there. That's Bailey. They've got numbers here to the left. They're deep. They send it. This time all the way through there onto their centre. That's Zane Timmins, but that's the last, and he's pulled up half a metre short. And a try-saving tackle. And that time Cooper Johnson involved in the defence. They say saving one's as good as scoring one, and he's done that just there. So the Dragons unable to get back ahead of the scoreline, but we're still early into this second half. Monaro making their way up to the 20 now. Centre field, a little bit of confusion there. Quick settle. That's Alaye. They come right through the fullback, and he goes himself off the right. Geez, he looked dangerous, and he manages to offload Johnson, and this time he comes back. It's Kobe Field, he's been consistent, got some good metres. Those ones will go to his tally as well. This time they go to the right. Little chip and chase here. Through their number 6. It's Jamie Cowling, the captain. The chip and chase worked for him in the first half. Got that try right on the bell. The Dragons come away from the danger zone on the sideline. But some good defence by Monaro. He just lost 2 metres, that kid. So Monaro hungry, put themselves right back into this game. It's been a complete momentum shift to the Monaro Colts. The Dragons need to step it up a couple of cogs here and answer the question. They make their way up to the 20, short side. They seem to use that a lot. That's right, a couple of quick metres. It's a 5th and last. What option they go for? They go to the fullback, Talbot. He said, get it out of here. Straight down the winger's throat. He says, thank you, into the bread basket. And he takes a quick settle. That's their number 5'9". He manages to get it away with a few extra metres, but he's carried into the sideline. Panic football. Opportunity gone begging. So Dragons have managed to get themselves a repeat set. I just think if Monaro had just settled that instead of panicking and trying to go the offload, it was still on the 0. They might have had a better opportunity. Fresh set of 6, 20 metres out, but wasn't to be. Bit of fancy stuff, and they managed to cough up possession there. So the Dragons get a penalty. They piggyback their way out of here, and they make their way up towards the halfway now. So a quick settle here. Archie Wheeler. Monaro up in their face. They come to the left. And number 15, Joseph Bailey. Unlucky champion. That's all right, mate. Make up for that. He's a bit disappointed in himself. That's okay, mate. Happens to the best of us. Joseph Bailey. Just got to get the hands up, mate. Get back in there about a couple of quick big hits and make up for it for your team. That's it. It's all forgotten. Dust it off, son, and get back into it. So Monaro with another opportunity here with a scrum. Centre field on the attack. They got numbers to the right here. Katie's going to feed it. They've got numbers to the right, sitting out here. Thomas Moss out there. They've got their big centre there, Samuel Green. If it gets to him, look out. So here they go. Yep, that's who it's gone to, Samuel Green. He draws and passes, this time onto the winger. This is Jet Millard. Throws it back in on the 0. There you go. Well, the touchy's put his flag up, but I just don't know if that was for the Monaro winger. Let's see who he gives the feed to here. Yeah, so they're saying the Dragons run out there. So a let off for Monaro. They look good. They went to the centre. Green, but he did the draw and pass, and the winger was away. But the Dragons, unfortunately, have run into touch when they got the handover. So here's Monaro on the attack now. They go through their dummy half. This is Anderson. Goes through a little scoot. Doesn't make too many metres. This time the 14 gets in there. It's Byron Carhill. They go to the right. And that's Field, and he's impressed me, the number 13. He just kept chipping away. They lock forward. They come right again. This time 14 on a 15. Patrick Cohen's pulled up short. This time again they go to the right. They've got some numbers stacked here. It's a cutout, but it doesn't find the target to the wing. So the idea was a good one, but they couldn't find the target. And Jet Miller, if he catches that, it's try time. But not to be. It's gone straight over the sideline. In fact, it nearly went into the fence. So a let-off here for the Dragons. There's a little bit of hands on hips too. It's a little bit steamy. Currently high 20s. And a forecast thundery a little bit later on. Oh, it's some solid defence. So Monaro going in with some heavy D as they make their way. The Dragons trying to come off the danger zone on their 10 metre, right in front of the sticks now. And they really need to get themselves back into this game. It's only 14-12. There's 17 minutes remaining. And Monaro just in front. It's 3 tries to 2. Oh, another penalty there. So this time the Dragons get one, and this will give them a piggyback. So they have a kick. They're a little bit of a tailwind, so it's time off there. Referee calls time off. It's like someone's... is it the blood bin? Penalty on report. So the number 6, I think he said, he went in as the captain. Jamie Cowling went in. So on report, looks like that penalty was for a high shot. So Dragons ready for the quick tap. Maybe not that quick. Monaro all in front of the ref, but he's called them back, and they go a quick hit up early. Can they get themselves back into this game? There's still 15, 16 minutes remaining in the second half. Andrew Johns Cup. Live on New South Wales Rugby League TV, and there's a good hit up right there to the centre field there. That's how you hit it up, Dragons. Let's go, let's get on the back of that and keep making some metres. This is Zane Timmins. Lanky, fast. I'm keen to see him into a bit of space later. So this time they go to the left. Talbot, he concedes there. So he doesn't get penalised for the impediment. Hooper in the dummy half. They go the short side again. And they're wrapped up there. Well, the number 6, Jamie Cowley, the captain, he wraps up his opposition player. Caden Hooper has a little scoot. So they're 15 metres out. They're 10 metres in from the sideline. Dragons on the attack. They go to the right. Double shuffle. Oh, was that a hospital? I don't know. Jeez, I tell you what. He's been pinged. I think he's saying it was a high shot, but Patrick Cohen, he hit that kid so hard. And I tell you what, it was a bit of a bone rattler. That's what it was, a bone rattler. But referee Simon says, no, mate, that's a little bit too high for mine. And he's managed to find a penalty in that. So the Dragons with an opportunity for a penalty goal here through their fullback Talbot. A chance to level it up. 15 minutes remaining, chance to level it up. It's 14 Monaro to the Dragons 12 with a penalty kick here for Talbot. He's a few metres left of the upright as he shoots down to the northern end. So 14 points to 12. Talbot, fullback. Kick 2 from 2. Try. Chance to level it up here. Penalty goal. Left of the uprights. Andrew Johns Cup live on New South Wales Rugby League TV. Moves in. Says thank you very much. The touchies flags are up. So it's all locked up right now at 14 points all. 14 points all. After a penalty goal there from Talbot. So Monaro to restart us. Through their number 5, Hayden. Oh, you can send him deep. What about the mullet on the young bloke too? Well, we love a good mullet, and that's a good catch too. So Dragons are taking in now. And he's been solid also, Archie Wheeler. He's done plenty of work. Gets them up to the 20 now. They come centre field. Quick settle again from the Dragons. We've met with some good defence from Monaro Colts. Shoot left. Little Goosey. Same way. They go to the left again. This time nice ball, nearly finds a gap. And this time a much better run there from Joseph Bailey. He's even managed to get his team a penalty. So that's better from the young kid. Bailey, that'll restore his confidence. He's managed to get himself a penalty. Meanwhile, Jamie Cowling, oh, there's another one on report there. So the 15, Patrick Cohen on report from Monaro. And a penalty there to the Dragons. Manages the fine touch. Talbot does. Quick tap, here we go. And this time another good settle from Bailey. So here he goes now, working hard for his team as they come out of the dummy half through Hooper. Onto the number 4, that's Timmins again. And they have a settle centre field now. Wilson's calling for it. They go Wilson right, Baldock to the left, but they go right. Oh, Wilson tries to back himself. But unfortunately, he's kicked it straight into a Monaro player and he's handed over. So the pressure's off. He's backed himself, but it just unfortunately didn't work. And here go Monaro with a quick play of the ball and managed to make some good metres through Byron Cahill. Oh, another spill. There have been a lot of mistakes in this game. I don't know if it's the moisture on the ball. A new team, round 2. I can't pinpoint it. Been a lot of handovers from both teams here today. So, with centre field, we're all locked up at 14 all. Tight game last year in the Andrew Johns Cup with these two. Dragons just getting over the Colts at 18 points to 12 last year. Right now it's all locked up, so it's game on. Dragons on the attack. They've got a sweeper coming through in Talbot. He's been dangerous, and here he goes again. He's found himself a few missed tackles. He's managed to offload. They go to the right, this time through Bo Baldock. Beg your pardon, it's Ruben Mayers in the number 8. This time they go to the right. So Dragons running with a bit more vigour here on the attack. They're 20 out. Monaro managed to hold them up there as they make their way centre field. They've got some numbers set here. This is Timmins, swings, nice ball, doesn't hit the target. So the Dragons wrapped up. Number 17, Askew. Benjamin Askew gets a touch. The winger comes in. This is number 2, but he doesn't get anywhere. That's Butler. He's wrapped up by the Monaro defence. But they go to the short side. This time again, he goes himself. Askew, well, he's really got no one else there to go through. This is Hooper. Sends it to the right. Oh, and a nice hit up there. That's Mayers with some good metres. A little scoot from dummy half. That's Hooper backing himself. But he's held up. They're a metre out, 5th and last. The repeat set, or they're going to go. They're going to back themselves. Timmins sends a cut-out ball. Oh! Unlucky. Unlucky. So Luke Butler, the number 2 for the Dragons, he just behind his shoulder. Oh, it was a lovely cut-out, but it just didn't get in front of the target, just behind. Make of that what you will. I don't know if it went the target that went behind or if Luke might have overrun it by a metre, but that was a beautiful ball. Geez, that would have been a nice try. But it's good footy, so we'll take it. Good stuff here in Andrew Johns Cup. As we go to the left, Monaro make their way centre field, and the pressure's back off for them. Oh, that one's found a little bit of grass, but it's managed to go back. But he's backed himself, and he's had a little scoot there. It's Troy Cody, the halfback. Referee Simon says, call it back. Anderson in the dummy half, shoots it to the right. And have a go at this. They brought out the big heavy artillery right now, Monaro, and they make some quick metres through Moananu. Listen to the defence on that. You can hear the crowd. They're feeling it. We're feeling it up here in the commentary box. That little scoot there from Anderson, I think he felt every bit of the Dragon's shoulder. But meanwhile, they've managed to catch and pass. And he's drawn one in. And this time through the 11, this is Thomas Moss. But he's held up, and that's the last. So they didn't go for the metres. They backed themselves. They decided to run down the short side. And unfortunately, he's pulled up there. And Moss is held up there. So it's a Dragons ball with the handover. 22 metres, about 10 in from the sideline on the western side. Quick settle from Askew. Well, now there's some quick, easy metres straight up the hay diddle diddle. So a good run for the Dragons there. Sepulveda. He's dangerous out of the dummy half, this little fella. He's looking for a runner. He's got no one there, but he's gone to the half. This time they go right again. Archie Wheeler. And they're on the back foot, Monaro. The Dragons looking a lot better in this set. And have a go at this heavy artillery the Dragons have brought out. They're sending the big guns right down the middle right now as they make their way centre field. It's the 5th and last. They go to Talbot. He's got a boot on him. Oh, he goes for a little kick, but it certainly didn't hit the target. A little bit of a missed kick there. So a let-off for Monaro, and the Dragons unable to get themselves a repeat set or get themselves down deep into the danger zone of Monaro. So Monaro come out. They've got a set restart on the 40 in their own half. And a nice solid tackle there from the Dragons. They go left. This time through their half. Cody, he's decided to kick, and he's caught him napping. He's caught him napping. Is it a 40-20? And it's a great chase too from the fullback, Cooper Johnson. He's had a great game. Well, unfortunately, he's not able to get the Dragons winger. But look at the defence. And hey, a kick's only as good as its chases. And have a look at this. The Monaro Colts all down here. Chance to cause an error here and get the ball back. So the Dragons very slow to get back. Oh, and they're passing it across their line. Risque, but obviously confident. Back to centre field. They take an easy settle. 2 off the ruck. They make their way to the middle. The Dragons on the attack. A little bit of pressure's off now. These young kids backing themselves into Andrew Johns Cup. They make their way up to the 30. Sepulveda, but this time he's made an absolute, Sepulveda's made an absolute meal of that. He's gone for a jink, a jank. Wentford put a little tap through, but absolutely, yeah, not his best play. He's had some good ones, but right now Monaro get the hand over and they're on the attack in the danger zone. They're 20 metres out now, and a good settle early. Kobe Anderson in the dummy half. And have a look at this. Monaro Colts in a big run. That's Hollins. We haven't seen much of big Billy Hollins. And he takes it to the left upright there. They're only metres away. Oh, jink jank. And that's a great try. That's a great try right there through their captain, Jamie Cowling, the number 6. So I thought he set him up on the play before, but he's held up just short. He's managed to go himself on the second play. In fact, he caught the Dragons napping. The whole crowd cheered. We all thought he'd gone over. But you could see there, the number 6, Jamie Cowling, gets himself a try. And Monaro Colts, the momentum moving further and further forward here. So Monaro now 20, the Dragons 14. Try. Beg your pardon, Monaro 18. I gave him the goal already. He'd be 100 to 1 to miss this, surely. Fullback Johnson. Can he convert? Hayden, nice try. So it's 16. Monaro, 14 Dragons, has a kick. And easy conversion. As I said earlier, 20 to 14. Monaro in front. There's 4 minutes remaining. And what a great comeback after being 2 tries down. And the Dragons just not answering the question right now. Monaro able to get themselves back into this game and well into this second half. So it's 20 points to 14. Dragons to start us off through Talbot. Never got Monaro in, nearly through again with a quick settle. Jet Millard, he's the size of a forward. He wants to have another run. He's sniffing around there. Oh, he's impressed me too, this fella. This is Samuel Green. He's been dangerous, hard to contain. The Dragons managed to do this. They make their way centre field. This is Anderson. Shuffles left. Oh, nice hands. And unfortunately, it's gone down on the 4th one. So that pass to Johnson, unfortunately, went down to his ankles. He's unable to pick it up. So the pressure's off. Dragons back on the attack. They really need to score some points here to get themselves straight back into this game. It's 20 points to 14. Can they get some points in the last 2.5 minutes? Level it up. 20 to 14. Monaro over the Dragons here. There's 2.5 minutes remaining. They come to short side. Good ball there. Talbot. On to Askew. They keep the momentum up. They come to the right, this time through Bailey. They got numbers. Timmins is there. Gets the pass from Sepulveda. Timmins holds it up, goes himself. They've still got numbers to the right. Talbot sniffing around out there, but they come to the left. This time for their number 13, and he's been solid, and he's got a big leg drive too. Axel Anthony, he's been solid. The captain. So it's been knocked back 6 again. The pressure's on, Monaro. Pressure's on. It's 20 to 14. We've only got just under 2 minutes remaining. That must be centimetres short here. Goes right. Quick settle. Dragons pulled up short again. Sepulveda, dummy half. He's looking for his options. He's got his half and his 5/8, left and right. He comes to the left. Janks. Bulldog manages to offload it. This is Timmins. He gives. And 17. He manages to go over. Benjamin Askew. Off a Zane Timmins pass. Gets over to get the points. 20 points to 18. Minute and a bit remaining. 20 points to 18. 20 to 18. The Dragons with a kick to come. Well, some good footy here this afternoon and a great finish in the Andrew Johns Cup. The Ron Costello Oval, in the lovely Shell Harbour Village in Illawarra. Monaro 20, Dragons 18. Kick to come, no pressure for Talbot. Benjamin Askew, the try scorer, off a Zane Timmins pass. Zane Timmins, the nephew of Sean Timmins, played for Illawarra, Dragons, New South Wales, Australia, and held it up. Beautiful pass. Caught the Monaro defence napping and manages to put Askew over for a try with a chance to level it up. With 9 seconds on the clock, you might hear the siren go here. Talbot, he's got a good boot on him. He's 5 in to level it up on the siren. 5 in, 22 out. Steps, moves, boots. Listen to the crowd, folks. That was never going to miss. And well done there to Jack Talbot. Jack Talbot, tries, conversions, certainly the difference in today's game, and managed to get a 20-all draw. So the Dragons managed to get themselves back into this game on the bell. Interesting enough is Monaro's got themselves back into the game on the second half also. So well done. A great game in the Andrew Johns Cup, and the score's ending up 20 points all here at the Roncostello Oval in Shell Harbour in the Illawarra. So that wraps up that game for Andrew Johns Cup, the New South Wales Rugby League, and we'll be back shortly at 11:20 with the Laurie Daily Cup. Hope you can join us. Good afternoon and welcome to Ron Costello Oval here in Shell Harbour in the Illawarra. Game 2 this morning in the SLE Laurie Daly Cup. It's the Dragons v the Monaro Colts here in what should be a great game after the first one all tied up at 20 points all. The crowd's starting to shuffle in here. Referee Bailey Warren for this fixture. Your touchies Michael Booth and Jack Mackay. And the referee blows the whistle. The Dragons to kick us off as they run. The Monaro Colts, a little bit of a fumble there early by the number 12, but it's gone back. A little bit of jitters there. That's Mark Connors. Oh, they brought out the big guns early, Monaro, but so too the Dragons with a nice defensive set there. They go to the left, this time for their number 13. It's Jaden Wolf with an award-winning mullet. I'll give him that. We love a good mullet. So they've earned themselves a penalty early here, the Monaro Colts. Plenty of numbers starting to shuffle in here at Ron Costello Oval on Shell Harbour. So they're going to use the wind to their advantage. So they're running from north to south, Monaro. They've got a tailwind from the north. She's about 28 degrees and steamy. Humidity's pretty horrendous. They did forecast some thunderies earlier, but that don't seem to have eventuated at this stage. So Monaro now, the ref's called it back. Referee Warren. And it's a bit of a settle here now for Monaro as they make their way to the middle. They go right to the number 13, that's Wolf. This time they go left through the 5'8", and the fullback chimes in there. That's Empaso. Got some nice movement about him. This time they go to the right, through their half. He sees a little kick to the corner. It's taken well, and it's a 22-tap restart. So well caught there by the Dragons. They diffuse that opportunity for a repeat set. And a quick tap from the 22 restart. They come to short side. Saw a lot of that in the previous game. Seems to be an option with these young blokes. But if it works, let's go there. So Dragons, one off the ruck now. Some nice running meters there. Only managed to gain a few, but some nice rhythm there by the Dragons player. Okay, they're right on the halfway. Centre field now, the Dragons. They go to the right. Quick ball movement, two off the ruck. Managed to gain a few more metres. And this time they go left. They're going to go for the big boot. So the Dragons send it to the sky. And Paso takes it beautifully on the full. A little bit of a goosey. Lines himself up and into the Illawarra defence here. So we're a few minutes in. If you've just joined us, hello and welcome. We're at Ron Costello Oval in Shell Harbour. Lovely little village down here in the Illawarra. We go to the left now. Monaro Colts. Of course, their basin of representatives coming from Canberra all the way to the coast. In the Laurie Daly Cup. So a good settle to the middle. Some fast sets as the ball movement. Monaro looking tidy early. This time they go again through their 13. Jinx and Janks. Can't seem to find any gap there. That's Wolf. Cacchiotti into the dummy half. Offloads. That's Svagar. He coughs it up. So it's a handover there and Dragons to take it up. So referee Warren has seen a little bit of an issue there. So it's all been diffused. It looks like Monaro are going to get the ball 20 metres out on the attack. They've got numbers to the right. Can they use them? See, they've got Mark Connors, the number 12 out here. It doesn't manage to get to him, and Paso takes the settle to the centre. Cacchiotti in the dummy half, looks to the left, and here's a big settle from the 19. That's Lane Davis with a nice run. Gets some metres to the centre. This time they come through the half, and Paso wraps around. Looks dangerous. The Dragons able to hold him up there. Slight little sniff there for Monaro Colts, who are coming off the back of a big touch-up last weekend. Well, they've appealed for a try here, and referee Warren has a look, and he's going to give it. He's seen that touch grass, so they've got themselves straight out of dummy half, caught Dragons napping, and managed to get themselves a try early here in the first few minutes at Ron Costello Oval. So the Monaro Colts in for the first try. It's the Colts 4, Dragons 0. Monaro 4, Dragons 0, with a kick to come. So some nice signs early here for the Colts. After was a pretty devastating loss last weekend. And shaves it to the right. So Monaro Colts not able to convert there. So the score remains 4 Monaro Colts, the Dragons 0. So apologies, you got no vision on the screen right now. We've got the techies onto it. But I understand you can hear me. So right now, let's call it like you're listening to the radio till we get that vision back up for you. Right now, it's the Dragons on the attack. They're making their way up to the halfway. They're running from south to north. The score is 4 points to 0. There's 8 minutes into the first half here in the Laurie Daly Cup. They go to the left. This time, the big cavalry comes out for the Dragons through their number 12 there. Trewick. What a unit he is, trying to pull him down. So a little scoot from dummy half there for the Dragons as they make their way down. They're 25 metres out on the attack. Into Monaro's half. Through the 5'8", he throws one, it goes to ground. But referee Bailey Warren says there's been a tap knocked down there from the Monaro team. So a let off. And another set of 6 for the Dragons here as they'll pack down the scrum. Okay, they come to the left. This time through the half. It's Kearney. Shuffles, keep going. Centre onto the wing. Tayaharu. This time they go to the right, the Dragons. Through their number 8. That's Weir. He pulls up. Miners in the dummy half. Shuffles right. They go. There's quick hands and there's numbers out here. But he goes himself. Has a little jink and a jank. And the Dragons are in to level it up here at 4 points all. So the Dragons, a little bit of coast to coast. They came left and they went back to the right. And a try there to the Illawarra Dragons to get themselves back into this game at 4 points all. On the far touchline. So yeah, they got vision. So thank you for your patience. We finally got some vision here. So the Dragons, they have a kick a metre in from the touchline. Through their fullback, Jason Reek is taking the kick. Let's have a look at the boot on this kid. He's about 22 out. It's just in from the eastern touchline. Can he put him in front? Geez, he's got plenty on it. And the flags are up. So that's a great kick. So Jason Reek, the fullback, manages to kick it from the sideline there. And that's now 6 points to Monaro 4. I know the score might be reading wrong on your screen, but we will get to that. But right now, Monaro to restart us. It's a good kick. It's come off the boot of Dragons, and he's managed to tap it forward about 10 metres before he's finally regathered and wrapped up. But hang on. Oh, referee Warren here. I should say, referee Warren. He's managed to find a bit of a high shot in that one. So the Dragons managed to get themselves a penalty, and they'll piggyback them out of their in goal here. So, quick kick for touch. Through their number 6, the 5'8", Eden Hodges. And Dragons go 2 off the right. Monaro up early with some good defence. Well, you can hear the crowd. They're enjoying that because that was a great turnover by the Monaro Colts there. And there's pats on backs and slaps on heads going left, right and centre here for Monaro. Some real good body talk because the number 11, he just went in there and said, Max Mercer, the captain, he said, here, let me sort this out. Boom! Manages to force the ball, force the error, and the Dragons put themselves under pressure here. So Monaro on the attack. They're 20 metres out, almost centre field. Well into the half here of Dragons. They're going to have to hold out. They shuffle to the left. This time, through their captain. It's Max Mercer. It's been good early. This time they come to the right, through their number 8 with a nice settle. That's Fagar, Jaden Fagar. Referee Warren calls it back. They got numbers to the left. Empass goes himself. Does he get there? Empasso, of course he does. Referee Warren waves a hand in the air for 6 again and points to the spot, and that's what is pretty simple try there. And that all came off the back of that handover from Max Mercer's tackle. Dragons put themselves under pressure, and then Passo, well, they just went a few to the left, and he just found a bit of space. They were just in the perfect position to start their attacking 6, but they got there in less than a couple. So that's now Monaro second try, 8. Dragons, 6. So pardon the score on the screen. We'll sort that out. Right now, it's Monaro 8 with a kick to come. Dragon 6. It's 2 tries to 1. Oh, he's got a boot on him too. And he's managed to kick that one from the sideline. So well done, Monaro. So the Colts take the lead at 10 points to 6 with a great kick there from the touchline. Get themselves back into this game. The Dragons to restart us. All from a simple error. They managed to come up with points there. So they can just hold on to it. And pass Regathers. He's been good early. Plenty of good meters. And have a look at this for a hit up. Boom! Oh! And the number 10 from the Dragons is absolutely KO'd on that one. That was an absolute hit up and a half right there from Monaro. So we don't like seeing the guys get hurt. Ramses Monaro has absolutely felt every kilo of that hit up from Monaro. From one of their subs that's come on. I think it was Lane Davis. Lane Davis. Well, wouldn't you like to see that on a replay? So I think Monaro might be in the head bin. So yeah, he's going to the head bin. Crowd gives him a little bit of a cheer. But that hit up. Well, that's how you run onto it, you young forwards coming through, just like that. Get your head in the wrong spot. You get on the wrong end of a shoulder. He looks like he's ready to run again too, that Monaro champion. Sure that was the number 19, Lane Davis. Just waiting for him to turn and give me a number. Yes, it was. Lane Davis with a great hit up. So Monaro now, as they take it, centre field. Come up to the halfway. They've got some big units there, but he spilt the lollies. So Monaro this time coming up with the error. At 10 points to 6, Monaro over the Dragons. Bit of a seesawing match, but Monaro on the attack. So we're centre field, we set the scrum, Dragons to feed. They go left, they got numbers, look like they're working on a bit of a play. Centre was swinging around there, but wrapped up by some heavy defence out of the scrum. So they managed to make no meters after all that little bit of sweeper play that they did from the scrum centre field, but they managed to make up for it right now through that run. So they're 5 metres just into the Monaro's half. They come to the left. It's through their half. It's Caleb Hall. He's wrapped up. Dummy half has a jink, and this time they go through their 13. To Asala. Oh! Another big solid hit. So some big hits early and some big runs early, both sides. As we come to the right now, there's numbers. Goes himself, steps off the right. That's a number 6, Eden Hodges. Oh, referee Warren's seen a little bauble in there. He's just called time off. Time back on. So the Dragons trying to get a bit more momentum on the line now. They've got numbers left and right. They go through their half. Come on off the ruck to the left. Tall on a tree wick. They go right. This time for their 13, Tuasala. Bring out the heavy artillery. He's pulled up short, about half a metre. They go right. Goes himself, the dummy half. That's Miners, but he gets wrapped up about 3 metres out. Keep the momentum, a little bit of a jink and a jank. Hasn't found the target. Looks for the cutout. A little bit of scraps, and that goes to the 21. That's Byron Pitt out there. This time they come to the centre. Back inside now for a settle. One off the ruck. They've got numbers left and right, Dragons. Shuffles left, full back, onto the 4. And he knows he's put that to the wrong target. Play Bulldog. He knows that had to hit the target right there of the number 5, Taharu, but it didn't. And Bulldog, well, his head went down. It was put his hands over his face because he knew he'd made a boo-boo. So an opportunity gone begging for the Dragons, but that's footy. Dust it off. We've got 16 minutes remaining in the first half here. Monaro on the attack. They're going to take it about 20 metres in, about 10 metres out from their try line. Go with a settle early. Some good metres, makes 10 on the run. And he's pulled up there. This time they go left, one off the ruck again. The winger comes in and gives him a little breather. That's Clutterbuck, Jack Clutterbuck from Monaro. They go to the right. Oh, here he is with his big run early. This time he goes again to number 19, Lane Davis. But this time they're all over in the Dragons. He doesn't make many metres at all. So it might be good wound up, but one thing he did earn, and that's a penalty. He's earned himself a penalty and his team there, so that'll be a little piggyback out of there, and there's dangers all over. They're right out of the danger zone. They're going to have a kick for the sideline. He's from the 40, and he's managed to make 10, 20 and a bit. Touchy puts his flag up. Monaro on the attack. They're just inside the Dragons' half. They're going to tap it from the 40. A little bit of confusion on the run here, so they go with a settle through their 12. This is Connors. They go left. Here he goes again. Davis, been dangerous early. Takes it up to the 20. They come to short side. They've got numbers there. The 7 goes himself, almost high, but referee Warren says it's okay. That's Kearney. This time they come back to the left. 8. It's Fagar. He's wrapped up centre field. They've got numbers here. They go. He goes himself from the dummy half. And I think he's found the grass. In fact, he has. And referee Warren, he looks to his touch. He says, oh, I'm happy with that. Hand goes to the spot. And that's a try to Monaro. Caught him napping again. Well, that's the second one they've got from a quick scoot from dummy half. Caught them napping. So Monaro will be happy with that. So Monaro managed to extend their score to 14 points to 6 with a kick to come from directly in front. Simple scoot from dummy half. The markers having a little bit of a breather and put themselves over the chalk. 14 points to 6 with a kick to come from directly in front. So the number 5, Teatini, Israel Teatini, is it number 5? Or is it their 6? And of course he manages to pop that from almost directly in front. So 16 now to Monaro. The Dragons 6. 12 minutes remaining in the first half. On the back foot. Can they get themselves back into this game? The 10-point deficit. So she's a nice wobbly one to go up nice and high, but Monaro said, thank you, we'll take that straight down the bread basket. He makes his way, 22 up. They're all hanging around having a sniff. Look at them Paso in there saying, give it to me. A little bit of ponga about him, the way he sniffs around. Look at him sniffing around the dummy half, saying, I'm here, fellas, I'm here if you need me. But meanwhile, the big heavy artillery take it up and make some more metres well into the Dragons as they cross the halfway. But unfortunately, they've put it down there. They've put it down. Davis Lane, there was a little bit of miscommunication. And Cacchiotti onto Davis Lane. Something went wrong in the communication, and they've put it down there, Monaro. So the pressure's off for the Dragons. A little bit of a let-off, and they were looking good up to that stage. So the Dragons will get the feed right on the halfway, centre field, pretty much where they kicked it off from. 16 points to 6 in favour of the Colts. And this time they come to the right. So they must have said that the ball was knocked down by the Dragons. This time they come right again, through their number 12. And he manages to palm off one. He goes off two. He makes his way to the middle, but he's still not held. But he's got an offload for some second phase play. And Monaro's look good here. They're only meters out. Well, what a run that proved to be for Mark Connors. Here's Empaso sniffing around, like I said earlier, looking for opportunity. Well, he's only centimetres short. And another big one straight from dummy half where they got one earlier. This time he gets a second phase play to number 11. And has he gone over? Well, he's pulled up just short. So a let off, a little knock on there. Referee Warren says, a little knock on, Bailey Warren. So he's going to give the ball to the Dragons here. With the spilt lollies from Monaro. So the Dragons to take us out now as they make their way to the middle. A couple of quick settles, some nice big heavy artillery being used, but a big answer there to the question from the Monaro defence. And the number 5 and the 9 there, Cacchiotti and Tatini. So Dragons, they go to the right that time, a few metres, come back to the left, centre field. Thought I saw referee Warren give a little bit of a hand up there. I don't know if he can give him another set of 6. I'll come back to you on that one. Some good defence again by Monaro Colts. So they're not really making big metres here, Dragons. They really need to get themselves out of this danger zone here. As they make their way up to the 40. They're a few metres short. Go to the right. That's 10. Harrison 10 into 15. Go right again. Yep, good. Cut out. Nice. Manages second phase. Well, the Monaro just seem to keep turning up. And in fact, they've forced an error right there. And another handover. So another error by the Dragons. And they've given it back over just shy of the 40 metre line into the Monaro Colts half. So it's 16 points to 6, so 8 minutes remaining into the first half. Been a few errors by both teams, but Monaro Colts holding their own at 16 points to 6. I'd like to see the hooker going for the strike against the feed. Well, I haven't seen that since 1986, but good on you, son. We love a hooker that goes for a strike against the feed. But the half, he was smart enough to hold on to it till he fed it again. So here we go again through one of my favourites, Lane Davis. Oh, the wrecking ball. Move over, he says. Get out of my way. Boom, boom, boom. This time they go to the left. This is through the 13. This is Wolf, and he's managed to cough it up. Like I said, she's a scrappy one. As Davis earns himself a breather and number 16 comes on. That's Cooper Ferris for Monaro, but he's going to have to defend while he's fresh. So the Dragons, can they get themselves back into this game here? Nice ball. Oh, yeah, and good run off the shoulder there. That's through the 12. Treeweek, he's been consistent. It's time they come to the left, short side. The Hall looking for something. Had his number 4, Baldock there. He's got up a bit ginger, the number 7. He's got up very ginger, the number 7. So Caleb Hall having a bit of a limp. But meanwhile, the little dummy half has a little bit of a scoot there. That's Miners. He's had a sniff early. This is the 5th and last. What do? Repeat set. They've got numbers to the right. In fact, they've got plenty of numbers to the right. They're on the attack now through their fullback. Jackson Reek, but we end up going with a little chip through the 5/8. Just a little bit too much on that. So it manages to roll deep in goal. The touchy gives a signal. It's a 22 tap restart. Monaro come out for the quick one. Still Caleb Hall from the Dragons. He's limping back. He's absolutely struggling. In fact, he tried to get back in the line. He just couldn't. So the trainers put the hand up. So they're currently 1 down. Can the Monaro capitalise on that? They're 1 down right now in defence. The trainer's trying to signal to the ref, but he hasn't seen him yet. So meanwhile, Monaro with them Paso again sniffing around looking for an opportunity. So the Colts dominating this half. 16 points to 6. 6 minutes remaining. They come their half on and they went, oh, and well read with an absolute bell ringer. And there's a few pats on backs about that, and he still wants to go on with it too. So well read there by the winger from the Dragons there. The number 5, that was well read. Darnell Taharu. Mate, great one-on-one tackle. Diffused and came in there and boom, boom. Cop that, he says. But just a little break in play. As the ref calls time off. 6 minutes remaining at Ron Costello Oval right here. Lovely little coastal village of Shell Harbour. So Caleb Hall is going off. They had a head knock early. Monaro was off with a concussion. Haven't yet to see if he's come back on. But right now, they're number 7. That doesn't look good for Caleb Hall. Very ginger. Tried to run back and the knee went on him. I'm guessing it's the knee. An ACL or an MCL. It could be the ankle, but he's very ginger. Very ginger on the left. So, referee Warren calls time back on. And the penalty here for the Colts. They get a quick kick for touch through Kearney. He's going to tap it as well. So a quick settle here through the... Is that the 15 or the 16? Looks like 16, which is Ferris. But they go again, one to the left, straight to the centre field now. That was Wolf. Oh, hang on. Someone else has gone down for the Dragons. Well, they're going down like 10 pins right now. The Dragons, this is unfortunate for them. One in the concussion bin, one's just gone off with an ankle, and they've just had another one go down. So it's time off again. The Laurie Daly Cup is proudly sponsored by SLE. SLE provides services in underwriting, claims handling, risk management and administration, all in one location. Why don't you visit sleworldwide.com.au for more information. That's sleworldwide.com.au. So a little bit ginger getting up, the Dragons player. And it's 16 points to 6. Just under 6 minutes remaining. 16 points to 6, just under 6 minutes remaining. Well, they're testing me on the SSE today. Super stuff, that. It looks like he's going to come off as well. I'll get a number for you and let you know who that is in a minute. So, ISC Dragons can certainly be using their bench, and that could pay dividends towards the end of the game when the guys are a little bit fatigued. If they can't get them back out there, would have been managed to bring in obviously their 18th man. If the concussion sub stays off, I would dare say that Jared Tice will come in as the concussion sub. But right now, the number 13's coming back on for the Dragons. Tuasala, Palu Tuasala. So what looks to be interchange number 5. I see number 5 up there. Just can't get a number on who's come off. So Monaro on the attack from right in front now. They go through their number 12. For one off a ruck. That's Connors. He's pulled up short. They're scheming something here left and right. They go left. They shoot it deep. And Paso to their number 4. That's Georgievski. This time they come back to the right. They swing around, they come under. It's like Klobuchar. He's the number 15. They go left again through the 6. He manages to find the wing, but he's managed to keep the ball in. He throws it back in. Warren's happy with it, but this time the touchy's got his flag up. So if you play near the sideline, there's a chance you might get hurt. So it looks like they've gone into touch. Pressure's off for the Dragons. I will credit that both teams love playing that short side. They seem to get an opportunity there. But that's the risk you take when you play down that short side near the sideline. So it hasn't come up dividends for the Colts right now. They're in front at 16-6 with just under 5 minutes remaining. So it's the Dragons on the attack, 10 in front of their goalposts as they make their way off their try line. Come the short side again. It's a quick settle. Makes a few metres. Here's a replacement that's just come on in the number 13. Tuasala. Oh, solid. Hard to beat. This time they go to the right. Well, they're calling for a forward pass, but he's coughed it anyway. And Warren says just play on. He'll call the forward passes, not the sideline. So this time, Monaro in possession. They wrap it up through the big mullet there. They're number 13. He's had a good game. This is Jaden Wolf as they go one out again. And Paso runs himself in the dummy half. Now have a look at this number 8. Svagar. Jaden Svagar. Look, still going, driving those legs. He's hard to bring down. So he manages to get an extra few sneaky metres. Gets to play the ball away now. There they go again. 13 inside, and Paso's there, but managed not to offload Wolf. Geez, if he gives that, I think something exciting comes out of that. This time they go left. This time it's through the number. I think that's Ferris, the 16. They come to the right this time. And this time it's a dummy. He bounces off one, bounces off another, tries to spin over. Cacchiotti. A solid little run. Looks like he's held up there. We're just waiting for the ref. Tell us what the signal is. Referee Warren. Looks like it might be called held up. Or he's found a little ball. But yeah, he's given the ball to the ISC Dragons. So it's a hand over there. Scrum. Must have been a knock on. So it's a scrum. The Dragons to feed here. They're 10 metres out, directly in front of their own try line. Can they get a good set and a piggyback to get themselves out of this? So Tuasala takes the settle. It's time to go to the left. Oh, and there's a drop ball in there too. Well, there's some pats on back there, and rightly so with the Monaro Colts. And Wolf from the Colts, well, he went in there and boom, he caused a handover. So the Dragons won't be happy about that. Their coach certainly will not be happy with that. It's put them under enormous pressure with 2 minutes remaining, 16 points to 6 in favour of Monaro Colts. And now there's another handover with Colts to feed. And they're about 20 metres out, directly in front. On the attack now. They sweep round to the right. And Paso sniffing there, but they go to the 5. And there's another error. He's called a forward pass. So Israel Tatini's been called offside there. The ball must have propelled forward. Pressure's off again. The Laurie Daly Cup here at Ron Costello Oval. And I was having a look at their brag board down there earlier. Some famous names come from here as well. Trent Merrin, Luke Bailey, and what about Matt Cooper? All locals from within this area. Played down here, Ron Costello Oval. Former NRL Australian representatives. This time they go to the right, the Dragons. He's gone round the legs and wraps him up there about 22 metres out. So they just need to get a few metres here and a piggyback penalty. They've got 40 seconds remaining, so they should get a set of 6 here. Monaro's just got to hold on at 16 points to 6. This time they come back centre field. Safe set up. There's the piggyback. But they might run out of time here with 30 seconds. It's a quick tap's what's needed. Quick tap's what's needed. If you want to go, boys, have a look at the clock. Only 20 seconds remaining. They're going to go for the kick. So I probably would have gone to tap. But I'm not out there, and it's easy to call from the commentary box. But he's managed to get a few metres, so they've got 10 seconds remaining. They should get 2 or 3 plays out of this. They come to the left. And this time, they settle it there. 5 seconds remaining. What have they got? They've got a move set up here. This time they go through one of their big units. The siren's gone in the background. Tuasala can't manage to do anything. So I just think Dragons should have looked at the board there and maybe put on a move. They've played the safe option. So it's 16 points to 6 in front of Monaro, in front of the Dragons here at Ron Costello Oval in the SLE Laurie Daly Cup. 16 Monaro Colts, Dragons 6 as they head to the sheds for the second half. And we'll be back shortly with hopefully a great second half game here in the Laurie Daly Cup. Hello and welcome to the second half. The Dragons v the Colts. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeff Killick, live streaming across Australia and the globe via the New South Wales Rugby League TV. It was all the Monaro Colts in the first half, and scores currently Colts 16, Dragons 6. The weather right now, well, it's 31 degrees and steamy. So she's nice and warm out there, no rain on the radar. The breeze is a little bit stiffer from the north, but the big word, steamy. That's what's happening here today. So these young blokes, their fitness will show well into this. The Dragons had a few injuries, so that may pay dividends to Monaro towards the end of the first half. They had 3 players go down, so their subs will be working extra hard towards the back end of this second half. Referee Warren blows the whistle. So the Dragons to kick us off as they run from north to south, and some good metres to start early there through Tuasala. It's been dangerous every time he's touched it. It's time they go to the right. Another nice settle there. That's through the 15. The Dragons go for a third one to the right. This time a little scoot from the dummy half through the number 9. That's Miners. Managed to make a few little inroad metres. But there's the error. So, a handover there. Couldn't complete the set. And unfortunately, the Dragons are going to be on the back foot again. Monaro with a quick settle. They make their way up onto the 40 now. Just as they edge their way into the half of the Dragons. The Dragons really need to make up for this error count. Get their completions happening. Be interested to see what the ref said in the sheds during the break. They come to the left. They got some numbers. Here's Empaso. He's impressed me. Just sniffs around all the time, looking for opportunity. Look at the numbers they got here to the left. Well, they managed to get the penalty. Well, they screamed at referee Warren. And, of course, he looked up and said, yeah, I agree with you. Blows the whistle and gives them one. But they're going for the quick tap. And have a look at this in number 12. He takes a quick settle up. This is Connors. And he's brought to ground. He's 9 metres out. Another opportunity coming here for the Colts. Oh, and here he goes, the number 13. This is Jaden Wolf. Jaden Wolf from the Colts. They go to the left with a quick scoop from dummy half. They've got there earlier in the first half, but this time the Dragons are onto it. They're not falling for that bag of tricks again. So the Colts unable to come up. It's held up, so they'll go back to 10 metres. And quick play the ball there. This time they shuffle the left through the 5'8". They come to their 11. That's Max Mercer, the captain. Showed some good leadership early, and he starts off the second half with a good settle. A little jink and a jank and a dummy. Cacchiotti goes himself, and guess what? He's got there. He's got there. So Cacciotti's caught him napping. Well, that's the third time. And Cacchiotti managed to go over for a try there. So, dummy half has caught him napping again. The Dragons really need to work on that, on their markers there, around that dummy half area when they're close on the line. I mean, it's try-line defence. You have to commit. You have to be there. And they've snuck in an easy one again there through Cacchiotti. So it's Monaro, 20. The Dragons, still 6, with a kick to come. And Hovey manages to put it over. So Monaro managed to extend their lead. 22 points to 6 over the Dragons here at Ron Costello Oval. The beautiful, lovely coastal village of Shell Harbour. A picture-perfect oval. In fact, she looked a little bit longer earlier, but now it's dried out. It just seems the track looks a little bit faster. As you know, there's a lot of rain on the south coast throughout the week. It was well publicised throughout the media. But either way, the Dragons need to get themselves back into this game. They're down 22-6 with a restart here. They send it deep through their fullback, Reek, and he sends it down. So Monaro, nice big settle. Oh, yeah, that was a little bit high. And Warren says the same thing. In fact, he's going to have a little bit of a chat here. I think he's going to call someone out. He's called time off. He's called out the number 11. Ashton O'Day. He's just giving him a little bit of a stern talking to. He's told him to keep him up, champion. So it's time back on here. Monaro managed to find the touchline as they make their way back down the field again. So it's game on again here. Monaro Colts with a convincing lead at 22 points to 6. Dragons coming off a big win last week, but they certainly haven't got themselves into this game. They need to inject with something. Some good defence, something. Cause an error. They need to get back into this game as Monaro just keep working away. Well, was that knocked down? Or was that thrown backwards? Well, Warren doesn't show the signal, so we'll call it a throwback. But there's a little bauble in there. So again, some mistakes early. A few minutes into the second half. It's 22, Monaro Colts over the Dragons 6 here. Club Rugby League is back. Get back to playing unreal footy with real mates. With club tackle, tag, all options available. There's an option for everyone. Head to playrugbyleague.com to find your closest club. That's Club Rugby, it's back. So here's the Dragons now. They've got some numbers. They swing it a little bit flat. Gets caught there. The number 1. That's Reek. They shuffle to the left. And this time they go for the 16. That's a Moni. This time they go left. Through the 18. Oh, and some heavy artillery coming at him off the left shoulder too. So the Dragons starting to make some inroads. That time they went through the 12, Treweek. This time they come back through the right and make their way centre field for their big number 13. That's Tuasala. And he gets some good metres. So there's a little bit of concern there. It's time off. There's a little bit of concern for the Dragons player, Tuasala. Looks like he's caught one on the chin. Maybe as he went down the ground there. A little bit of magic water always does the trick. Miners in the dummy half, looking for options. A chance for Monaro forwards to have a bit of a breather. And it's Dragons on the attack here. They really need to get some points and get themselves back into this game. There's plenty of time on the board, so that's good. They shuffle left, and this time they wrap around through their fullback. Nice hands here from the 1 to the 4. It's Bulldog. Bulldog. They come back to the right. Someone decides to chip early, but it's in goal. He manages to catch it just in front of the try line. I thought he was running for the tap restart, but he's just in front of the try line. So Monaro Colts with a quick return. And look how quick they're coming out of dummy half. So the Dragons need to reset. You want to go the early kick, you're going to have to reset in defence, and let's go. Here goes Monaro to the right now. And Paso injects again, finds someone off his hip. And I can tell you, the Dragons, they've got their backs to the ball as they jog back. So this 31 degrees having a good work on these forwards out there. 31 and steamy. Oh, be some sweaty backs out there. Monaro, they're still working their way down, just chipping away. They've managed to chip their way into the half of the Dragons here. So this time they go through the 6. Hovey, he manages to get it back and he turns around the fullback. Reek. Oh, and he's lost it. And there's a regather here. So a repeat set here for Monaro and a great big opportunity. They go to the right. This time through Wolf. And he manages to get there. Well, he's just been chipping away. And this time he's chipped his way over the try line. And he's going to blow his whistle, Bailey Warren. He says that's a try. So Jaden Wolf manages to get himself a try after all that hard work, and well done. And it manages to put Monaro up the scoreboard a little bit higher. So that is now Monaro Colts 26. The Dragons 6 with a kick to come. The Colts starting to really send a message right now. It's 27 minutes remaining. A great try by Wolf. You know, he's done his work. He's been involved in everything. He's taken his hit-ups. He's taken a few for the team. But right now, he's managed to get himself a little reward for all that hard work. Again, the Dragons caught napping. It came from an error. They kicked. They got a repeat set. And the Dragons just didn't reset. So the number 6, Blake Hovey, to see if he can put them well clear. 26 points to 6. 26 points to 6. The Monaro Colts over the Dragons with a kick to come. And Hovey says thank you into a headwind. He uses it beautifully and manages to tap one over. So 28 Monaro Colts. The Dragons 6. As we come back to the halfway. Monaro 28, the Dragons 6. So it's a try and a conversion. That try in there. So the Colts again, as they come out of their try line, manage to make some metres. They work their way up to the 20 with 28 points to 6. 25 minutes remaining into the second half. It's been all the Colts thus far. Dragons, couple of players down after some early injuries. But look at these metres. Look at that for a leg drive. What a barnstorming run, and a great run it was for the Colts. Good run. Let's see if they can piggyback on the back of this. And here's another one. Lazy markers. And he has a little scoot to number 9. Cacchiotti, and there's the try scorer from earlier, Wolf, and he's tied up. So they're on the attack again now. They're 10 metres out. They shuffle to the left. They come through the 5-8. Hovey kicked the points earlier. He falls up short. And that's a handover there. So not able to convert to points, but have a look where they march down. Full length of the field in that set. So the Dragons just need to regather, get themselves together here and get themselves out of the danger zone right here. Oh, that pass down, they're the sort of things. The 1%ers, I think they need to be working on those right now. Good passes, not at your ankle. Here we go, that's better. And there's a settle. You know, one off the ruck. Come back to the right. 2 passes, and this time almost into space. The Dragons. And that was Alexander Sweeney in the number 3 for the Dragons. They go back to the left. Oh, and a nice ball there to the number 16. Amoni manages to get one away, and the little hooker's there to pick it up. He calls him back. And that's Miners. Back to play it. They come to the right. This time it chips a little bit of space. But then Passo's there to pick it up. A little bit of a goosey. He'll have a quick settle, but I can tell you, I think Monaro are finally feeling it. There's a few hands on hips there. Let's see, where's the backs to come in and take the pressure off and give these forwards a bit of a breather? Because right now, there's plenty of hands on hips for Monaro. Few settles, get themselves out of the danger zone. Well, there's some quick, easy meters to the middle. It's met with some good Dragons defence. It's 28-6. They go to the right. No one really putting their hand up saying, give me a big settle here. Monaro playing it safe. This time one off the ruck, inside to the left. Referee Warren puts his hand up. 5th and last. What option are they going for? They're going to go deep. Manages to send it straight back to... Oh! Well, damn, don't you hate that? Well, Monaro have earned himself a reward. I tell you what, that could have gone either way there for the number 5. Teaharu. Darnell Teaharu. Unlucky champion. That's all right. Could have gone either way, mate. That was a 50-50 bet. I think the crowd sold it, but it's gone to the Monaro. He's saying, knock on, touch the ground, just on that pickup. Fell just short. So that kick turned out to be a good one. made Teaharu work just short of him. Managed to give a little bauble and touch the grass. So Monaro to feed the scrum. 45 out from the try line here as they attack the Dragons. And Paso wrapped up. They've been onto him early. He was sniffing around earlier in that first half, but they've been onto him early in this second half. They make their way up, so good meters there as the Colts is chipping away. Cacchiotti sends it out. Another quick settle. This time through the 14. That's Youngar. And Youngar's coughed it for some good defence there from the Dragons. So the pressure's off. The Dragons managed to force the error. The Blatchies Blues tickets are on sale. Yeah, Origin, don't you love that? Don't the famous blue t-shirt and the wig, and join the most passionate supporter base in sport. You can secure your seat by heading to newsouthwalesrugbyleague.com.au. That's newsouthwalesrugbyleague.com.au/origin/tickets. The Blatchies Blues. But right now, it's the ISC Dragons as they come off their line. They take it down for one. Here's a settle. Oh! And met hard there by Jaden Wolf in the defence. They go to the left. There's numbers there. If they can get it out, but the Dragons settle it. They're 45 metres out of their own try line as they make their way up to the halfway. They play it safe now through their number 4. That's Baldock. We haven't seen him in the space yet. This time they bring out the cavalry. And the heavy artillery takes it up to the centre for the Dragons. They come right again. This time they kick into space. And Paso's back there. Bounces it straight into the bread basket. A little bit of a jink and a jank, but some lazy defence. He manages to get round and out of the danger zone straight to the 20-metre mark. So again, there's some forwards walking back. You can probably see that on your screen there for Monaro. So it's up to the backs to come in and give them a breather. Like I said earlier, she's a steamy 31 degrees right now. And they're running into a headwind uphill. So I would imagine it's worth a point or a try or two if you're running in the Dragons' direction. But there you go. There's the spill. A little bit of scrappy play there. The referee, Warren, he's going to tell us how he saw it. He's throwing his arms left, right, this way and that way. He's giving it back to Monaro. So he's saying it might have been knocked down off a Dragon there. So Monaro to feed it. The Colts to feed it. With a new set of 6. They make their way on the 40. Here they come. Oh, that's a tackle right there. And the crowd love that too. Samuel Kennedy. Wow, we love that stuff. Knock the ball clean out of him. Nice rattler. So here they go again, the Dragons. On the attack now. This could be the one that turns over and brings them back into this game. Motivating for the Dragons. They've got numbers out here if he can get it out. So the number 12 holds on to it, pops one over to the fullback. The fullback sees a bit of space. He comes on the inside. Is he tackled? He manages to find his way over. And the referee awards a try. And a great try it was. It's a great work there by the Dragons. And Jason Riku chimed into the back line. But you can put that down to that bone-crushing tackle right here for the handover. Samuel Kennedy causes a handover, and of course they just lifted to another level, caught Monaro napping. Like I said earlier, I saw a few hands on hips, so the latter part of this half is going to be pretty critical. There's a chance here the Dragons to get himself back into the game and get a couple of tries back to back. It was 28 points to 10 in favour of the Colts with a kick to come. 28 points to 10. This is their fullback, Reek, lining it up. He's 25 out and about 12 metres in. 25 out, 12 in from the eastern touchline. Boots it. Oh, it's nice. Looks good. And in fact, the touchies love it too. And so too, the ref blows his whistle. So now, 28 points to 12. The Dragons starting to edge their way back into this game. Can they get a try? Back to back here. 28 to 12, 17 minutes remaining, and Monaro not in a big hurry to get back here. I think he knows the forwards need a bit of a breather there. As Blake Hovey, their number 6, restarts us. He sends it back. So remember, the Dragons got a bit of a tailwind now, and you can see the enthusiasm's lifted a little bit. They've gone up a couple of cogs. All came off the back of that big hit earlier, and they managed to score off the back of that. And right now, their forwards are lining up. So the Dragons with some good settles and some good meters early. Here they go again. They're too wide. They come through the 14. And he's wrapped up. They've got numbers here to the right. He takes it to the line. They come through their number 11. Ashton O'Day. He's wrapped up. Dummy half shoots it out. Straight to their number 4. Baldock. He's been consistent. Miners into dummy half. Comes back the other way. Oh, nice short ball inside. They're keeping it alive. But they managed to put it down near the Dragons. Yeah, unfortunately, Hodges throws that ball, and I think it was the number 11, O'Day, just wasn't able to hold on to it. I don't know if he wasn't expecting it. The idea was a good one. The idea was a good one from Hodges, but I don't think O'Day was expecting it. So a handover there, the pressure's off. It would have been nice for the Dragons, but not to be. So Monaro. Chance here, standing pretty flat. Let's see how they go with this settle. 15 minutes remaining. I hope they haven't bundied off already. But 15 minutes remaining. There's a lot of enthusiasm right now in the Dragons camp. Monaro, there's just not much talk that there was in the first half and the first bit of this second half. Wrapped up near the halfway. They go right. That's Wolf. Wolf with what about the mullet? Love his mullet. We love a good mullet. Good on you, Wolfie. This time they go to the right. He's got a mullet like Pappenhausen. This time they go right. Little chip over the top. Nearly worked for him. But the Dragons able to defuse it and bring it back into the centre field. That was through their fullback, Reek, the goal kicker. This time they come to the right. And again, through their number 3, he's been really good and consistent. I like this Samuel Kennedy. We need to see a bit more of him and a bit of space. They go left, this time through their number 11. That's O'Day, and he's met heavily right there by Wolf. This time they go right. Little jink and a jank. Oh, Miners has coughed it. He's put his team under a little bit of pressure there. So he's managed to cough it up, the dummy half. Let's see if he can make up for it. He's gone into marker. Hopefully he get a couple of quick hits there and try and make it up for his teammates. That's Empaso, the fullback, sniffing around, hunting, looking all the time for opportunity. I love it when I see a fullback doing that. And here they go again. Here's me old mate, Lane Davis. Look at him, the wrecking ball. Move out of me way, he says. They go left. This time through the 14. Morella Younger. Got numbers left and right, but he goes himself. Cacchiotti. This time, Janks out of dummy half. It's 1 ounce stuff here. What are they working on, the Colts? Have they got something in the bag? Can they put this lead out of reach? They go through the 14 again. They come to the left, short ball. Lane Davis, but he's held up. He's held up, he's calling for it. Bit of discussion there. So what's he saying? Was there a hand in it? It's like he's called a goal line dropout here. So was there a strip? Interesting. Whatever it is, it's being turned into a goal line dropout to the Dragons. So Rick the restarters sends it down deep. It's gone 55 on the fly and a great kick. The number 6 takes it. Hovey, he manages to offload it to the 14. Morella Younger. Come to the right. Here's Wolf with the Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen, have a look at his big mullet, just like Pappenhausen. I love the mullet. As we go to the right again. They got numbers, this time through Davis. He's had plenty of impact throughout the game. That big hit earlier in the first half. They come to the left. Nice little scoot here by the number 12. This is Mark Connors. Comes in close to the ruck. So Dragons under pressure right now. Referee Warren says, hang on, mate. Come back on the mark. So it slows the momentum. Calls it back again. A little bit of confusion around there. Let's play footy. Here we go. To the left. His numbers out here. Empazo's sniffing around again. But the number 11, he's wrapped up. Max Mercer, the captain, well wrapped up by the Dragons' defence. This time they go to the right. Little chip through, but it's gone straight into the arms of the Dragons' defender. So the idea was a good one if it went down low, but it came off his boot and it went straight up into his bread basket. So the Dragons, the pressure's off. They've got to make some quick meters here and get himself back into this game. They've still got time on their side. With just over 11 minutes remaining. It's 28-6 in favour of the Colts as the Dragons make their way out. He's up to the 40 and almost to the half, and here we go now, making a bit of space. It's been coughed up there by the Dragons, so some good yards, some good metres, nearly an offload, but unfortunately it's been put down. And it pretty much sums up what's been happening with the Dragons out there today. They just haven't been able to complete their sets. Monaro go, thanks very much for the let-off. Right now, here's Empaso sniffing around. Again, gets a little settle, gives the forwards a bit of a breather, but here they are all looking for a big hit up right now. The heavy artillery move in for their number 8. Have a look at this, Jaden Fagar. Good metres, takes them up to the 10. Cacchiotti in the dummy half. He's got Wolf there. He goes himself, Shinks, Janks, and they got him again, napping. The markers again. Well, we've seen that 3 or 4 times throughout this game, and, well, Cacchiotti, Xavier Cacchiotti, he's gone, thank you very much. They all fell for the little show and go, and bang, he's exploded out of there, managed to find the chalk, and referee Warren's blown to the mark. So another great try there for the Colts. The Monaro Colts increase their score here, 32 to the Dragons, 12, with a kick to come. So, Cacchiotti, that's a double for him in this game. Kick to come. And with 9 minutes remaining, can the Dragons come up with an answer? Lovely little field down here. Ron Costello Oval. Beautiful picket fence. Lovely. Hey, come down here, watch some nice coastal country football in the Illawarra. Plenty of games and tournaments on down here. But right now, Monaro from Canberra to the coast basin saying thank you very much. We've come here to cause an upset. And there's no problem popping that over as the Colts extend their lead. So Blake Hovey pops that one over quite easily. It's the Colts 34 over the ISC Dragons at 12, with 8 minutes 40 remaining on the clock. So fullback Jason Reek to start us off. And she's a deep one with a tailwind. In fact, it's that deep, he's landed about 5 centimetres in front of the dead ball with a big hit up to start us back there. Beautiful hit up, Jaden Svagar. He's been solid as well for the Colts. And here we go again, this time through Davis. And he gets a nice hit up, the wrecking ball. This time they go to the right. And Parso's sniffing around. Again, tries bring energy. You can see the energy now in Monaro. They were a bit flat earlier. I thought they'd bundied off, but nah, they're back into this game. And here he goes again, Davis. He's had 2 hit-ups in this set. So some good metres. The Dragons contain him. They've got numbers left and right. Man, Parso's sniffing around the back again. And this time he goes to the outside as they send it 2 to the right. Little jink and a jank by the young fella. And he's wrapped up right on the halfway. It's the 5th and last. What's the option? The kick's there. Rick says thank you, straight into the arms. Oh, but he's lost it. So here we go. And there's numbers. He's in the space. If he can get round him, he will. And the number 2, well, he's too fast. The Monaro Colts here. And Cutler Buck says, I can't believe it. He said, you've handed that to me on a big silver platter. Thank you very much, he says to the fullback from the Dragons. And Jack Clutterbuck has gone, thank you very much. Well, a try handed, eh? I feel sorry for the number 1, but that's footy, you know, the kick. He's coughed it straight off the chest, and a kick's only as good as its followers. And Jack Clutterbuck, he's gone, thank you very much. It just bounced straight into his arms. Well, he only had to get round one defender, and there was no one home, of course. And he's managed to run it all the way round and under the dot. So that's put Monaro in front now at 38 points to 12 with a kick to come from directly in front for Blake Hovey. Kick to come. And the Colts really starting to run away with it. I can't see the Dragons coming back with 6 minutes remaining. There'd been some good football down here in the SLE Laurie Daly Cup today. Very enjoyable. Andrew Johns Cup earlier. There was some good football there also. Actually, I heard a good yarn about one of the Dragons boys. The number 8, Lockie Weir. His dad was a dairy farmer, and there's the goal. That's converted right now for Monaro, so that'll make it 40. Dragons 12. Yeah, son of a dairy farmer, Lachlan Weir, the number 8 for the Dragons. So they tell me down there from the Mick Cronin's pub that his dad played in the back row for Gerringong and used to terrorise players back in the 80s. Oh, we love a bit of 80s footy. And his son's playing out here today. So good stuff seeing the boys come through. And another good kick, and this time he's managed to touch it and send it to the deep. So finally something's gone the way of the Dragons. So they've got 5 minutes remaining. They've just managed to kick one. It's come off a Monaro hand and shot over the dead ball. So it's a goal line dropout. They're into a headwind, so I can't see him doing some big metres on this dropout. But look, they're in no hurry right now. Blake Hovey, the number 6, he's just going to take his time, give them all a breather and wind that clock down. Let's see how far he can put this into a headwind. Oh, he's managed to kick at 30. That's all right. Good pick up too. Look at this. Look at the pace on this leggy fella. Number 5 here. I like him. Darnell Tiaharu. Come to the right. 2 off the ruck. There's the subs come out there. That's Bailey Marks has it settled. Miners passes it. Geez, I don't know. Did that hit the target, or it looked like he had to reach to the sky a little bit there, the poor number 18. And again, you know, the Dragons had a couple of injuries earlier, so they are down a couple of players, so they can afford to be feeling the toll right now. They managed to get themselves a penalty here against the run of play. I think he said he didn't play it, rolled it. So the Dragons will take quick kick for touch through their number 4. Clay Baldock taps it, sends it, this time through the 17. This is Bailey Marks. And he's met with some solid defence. They come to the right, 15 metres out, another pass has gone over his head. Well, that was exactly a replay of what we just saw. So Miners throws it up over the number 18's head, and he wasn't able to catch it, but they managed to get away with it with a knockback on that one. So Miners is tackled there. They're 10 metres out. Reset, dust it off, let's go Dragons, he says. They go left, through the 18. This time there's numbers. The winger's out there, Tiaharu, and looks like he's gone over. Just was a simple catch and pass. The touch, he's happy with it. And referee Warren's going to award that. Well, that was just simple football. Simple movement, couple of settles to the centre, and bang, out she went to the left. Ball, and a great try to the winger who hit it with a bit of pace. Darnell Tiaharu, and he manages to get himself a try. So that's now the Dragons 16. The Colts well in front at 40. With a kick to come. There's 2 minutes remaining. He's got some onto that. Oh, falls a little bit short, just wide of the post, the right upright. So Jason Reek unable to convert there. So it's now 40 points to 16 in favour of the Colts. A little under 2 minutes remaining, and the Colts in no hurry to bring this one back. A little bit of energy there from the Dragons. So no hurry here, the Colts at all. Like I said, just under 2 minutes remaining. Well, there's that stiff breeze, managed to pop that off the tee. There's their number 6, Blake Hovey, the kicker. Oh. Well, it looks like the wind's going to wind this down. I mean, I can't see a comeback from 40 to 16. Here we go. Park footy, you get to hold it. Don't you love that? Look at that. That's a sitter. That's a sitter. No pressure. Oh, and a nice take there by the Dragons front rower. That was Jared Tice who took that, and he's managed to earn himself a penalty, and the Dragons want to go for a quick kick downfield. He's managed to make 30 metres. They've got 40 seconds remaining. Can they restore a little bit more compassion here for the Dragon supporters? Here they go again with a big hit up. Oh, and well met with some solid defence there. Centre field. 30 out. Nice shuffle right. They just can't hit the target, but it's gone back. So they managed to hold on to it this time through their 21. That's Byron Pitt. He's had a couple of touches. And this time through the 13, he's been solid too for the Dragons. Palu Tuasala. Meanwhile, Minus has a little scoot again. Does he catch him napping? The Colts are onto him. Trying to pull that one out of his bag of tricks. There's 6 seconds remaining. They're looking for something, the Dragons. Can they score on the bell here? They go to the right. Tuasala. He gets wrapped up. He tries to quick play the ball. Referee Warren has put the arm in the air. And he's blown his whistle. So that is full time here at Ron Costello Oval, the lovely coastal village of Shell Harbour in the SLE Laurie Daly Cup. Some great tries there to Xavier Cacchiotti, got a double. Jake Clutterbuck, he got one. They managed scoring 40 points in all, 40 points to the Dragons, 16. And the Monaro Colts going out victors here. We hope you enjoyed the coverage here on the New South Wales Rugby League TV, and stay tuned for the next game coming up real soon.